Hashtag rolling.
I'm not ready. Just kidding. I am ready.
Had you fooled.
Had you fooled. All right, you guys, picture this. Picture this, okay? This wall behind me, almost like the color of my nails, kind of, is what I'm thinking. That and this. I think I'm gonna paint all my cabinets in this room dark gray. This might be too blue. Dark gray, marble countertop. Can you see it? How do you feel about it? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So today I'm gonna be talking to you about drugstore makeup. Not necessarily all drugstore makeup, but like an Ulta, Target. I actually went to, all right, here's what happened. I was going to Ulta. I wanted one thing, Milani Warm Petals, okay? This was the whole reason why I went shopping this day, because I wanted one blush and I couldn't find it anywhere, so that was fantastic. But I did find a ton of other stuff. So I really wanted the Warm Petals Milani blush because Kathleen Lights was raving about it, and I was like, you know what? I feel like if she really loves this blush, I'm gonna love it. I also wanna get that Burt's Bees one, but I got very distracted this day that I went shopping. I don't know if there is like a secret spot where they hide all of the Milani makeup, but it's probably, I've looked for it before. It's definitely one of the hardest brands to find. They only have it in like, or at least in my area, in certain CVS's and Rite Aids. It's not in most Targets. I don't know if I've seen it in a Target. I'm pretty sure it's not in Ulta, but it was very frustrating. It's very hard to find that brand. I don't know why. Like, why are you hiding? Stop it. I started at Ulta and then I made my rounds basically through Ulta. I actually went to Wal Mart, which I have not been to a Walmart in a long time because I wanted to check out some Flower Beauty, and I went to CVS, Target, boom. I was making my rounds. I have some comments about the in-stocks. Some of the stores were very tragic and some of them were, wow, I almost took a photo of it because there were so many foundations in stock. It was like one of the prettiest things I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, so I'm gonna be showing you guys all this stuff that I picked up. A lot of this stuff is not brand new, but you know, it's new to me, or maybe it's a refill, something like that. So I wanted to share it with you guys today. I'm gonna be swatching, showing, talking about it, boom, boom, boom. There is another product in here that I didn't buy. This was sent to me today. I just got it today from Maybelline. I was actually wondering where this was because I've seen it online, but I'm like, I didn't see it in stores anywhere because I wanted to get some of these, but they're the new Superstay Matte Ink. This is the Unnudes collection, but look at those colors in there. How pretty, right? So I'm gonna swatch these for you guys too because they just came in the mail today. Okay. They came in the mail today. They look amazing. That formula is really nice. Today I had to wear a lip gloss. My lips were so dry and they're like extra crinkly cut today, so I had to wear a gloss. I tried to wear a liquid lipstick and it was a no-go for me, okay? You know what, how about I start with foundation? I picked up 5 foundations. So the first one I wanna talk about is actually it's a very new foundation. This is the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation, up to 24-hour wear. So this is a newer foundation from Maybelline. I was very excited to see that this was coming out when I was seeing about it online. And then when I tried to find it in stores, it was like out of stock everywhere. So Maybelline did send me some shades. So for the matte and poreless from Maybelline, I wear a shade, typically a shade number 128, and then 220 if I'm a little bit more tan. 128 warm nude sometimes it looks a little bit rosier on me. Sometimes it blends in really, really well. So shade 128 in the matte and poreless does not match up to shade number 128 for this one. So I tried this one out. This is the first shade. I was like, okay, 128, that's gonna be my jam. It's gonna be good to go. Warm nude, it definitely applied like a lot warmer than I was ready for. It almost applied darker than shade 220 from the matte and poreless, in my opinion. So I feel like this one pulled a lot of warms when I put it on my face. Like not orange, but just a lot warmer than the 128 from the matte and poreless. So I picked up shade number 120, which is Classic Ivory. Maybe looks a little bit more neutral than this one, but this one was, like I said, was a little bit warm on me. So Classic Ivory, I picked that one up, and that's actually the foundation I'm wearing right now. So I mixed 2 shades, shade number 120 and 220. So 220 actually went on a lot better for my coloring and my undertone. It was a lot more neutral than shade number 128. So this is kind of like my cocktail right now. I'm trying to decide if I like it more or less than the matte and poreless. I think it's a really good full coverage foundation. I'm gonna have to show you guys, I'm gonna zoom in around my nose and show you guys kind of what's going on in my pores around my nose. I'm gonna try it with a different primer, maybe something that fills a little bit more. I feel like it kind of enlarges the pores around my nose. Like it makes them look larger than they are. It doesn't do it anywhere on the rest of my face, but for some reason on my nose it does it. So that's the only thing I didn't really like about this foundation. But when I put it on my whole face, it's definitely a lot more matte than the ones that I've been using, like the NARS. Like my last video, I mixed 2 radiant foundations, NARS and Armani Luminous Silk, and it was like, I was like a light bulb. I looked wet, okay? So definitely didn't have that finish. I would say I have more of a natural to a semi-matte finish. But right now, once I put the rest of the products on my face and like my glowy highlighter and glowy blush, it looks really great. It doesn't look like a matte foundation at all. I also picked up another Maybelline foundation, and so I love the matte and poreless. I feel like I've been using it for a long time. It's been a favorite for me for a long time. And then I realized, I don't know if I've ever tried Dewy Smooth. Maybe I have. So I got shade number 210, which is Sandy Beige. So this is for normal to dry skin, and the matte and poreless says it's for normal to oily. So I picked up shade number 210. I'm gonna be trying out Dewy Smooth. Maybe I'll mix it with this one. The next two foundations that I picked up are from CoverGirl, the Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation with vitamins. So when these came out last year, I searched high and low to find my shade. I remember when I checked online, there was more shades than what they were selling in stores. I think it was like they were doing an initial launch and then they were launching more shades later. They didn't have a good shade for me then. So I picked up two shades this time, and I got Buff Beige and Warm Beige. This one's definitely lighter. I did buy them last year, but they were totally the wrong shade. I'm really hoping this is not one of those shades. I'm pretty sure these are the new ones. So if you guys have tried this out, let me know. And then I also picked up this other foundation. This is just kind of like a shot in the dark. I've never heard anything about this one, but I was at Ulta and I was checking out all the Ulta Beauty, like the Ulta brand. So I do love so many of Sephora Collections products. I was like, you know what, maybe I'm really gonna fall in love with some of these Ulta Beauty products. So I was checking some of them out. Honestly, a lot of the stuff was out of stock, and a lot of it was just in the wrong spot and really messy, and it was stressing me out. It was really stressing me out a little bit. You know, I'm a visual person. In stocks are very important. If everything's out of stock, you're like not even gonna stop and look at it, right? I did pick out a couple things from there. There was more that I wanted, but they just didn't have it. So I picked up the HD Soft Focus Liquid Foundation, and I got the shade Medium Warm. And you know what was weird? I know I haven't been to an Ulta in a really long time, like actually in store, but their lighting actually made it look like everything matched on my hand, which I'm so not used to. I'm used to being in a Sephora where it looks like nothing will match. I felt like in store, maybe compared to everything else, it looked very neutral to me, so I got kind of excited. I was like, oh shit, something super neutral. But this looks like a pretty good color, and I liked how luminous it looked when I put it on my hand. A lot of foundations, when I test them out, they start to look like powder, and I'm like, oh, that's gonna be bad for me on my face. So this is something I was kind of excited about. I've never heard anything about this foundation, but I'm gonna give it a shot. So this is Maybelline 220, and then this is the Ulta foundation. We'll see. I'm all about HD soft focus liquid foundations. All right, so that was all the foundations that I picked up. I also picked up two replacement concealers. These are the Maybelline Fit Me concealers in shade 15 and 20, Light and Sand. I used to use these a lot, like way back in the day. Honestly, it's been a really long time. I've kind of forgotten what they're all about. I was like, you know what? Let me restock on these, see what they're all about. I know they don't have as much coverage as Shape Tape. Okay, but I was like, you know, let me give it a shot. Maybe I'll try it out for spot concealing and see how it works. I've still been using my Kylie one. Where is it? I don't know where it is, but it just leaked on me like really bad. I don't know why. I wasn't storing it upside down. I was like, what did I do to deserve this? Because it seemed like all my concealers just started leaking. Maybe John comes in here at night and just turns them all upside down just to mess with me. I don't know. I could see him doing that, you know? I'm watching you, John. So this is another product from Ulta brand that I picked out, which is a liquid illuminator, and the shade is called Bright Lights. And I love liquidy highlighters. Sometimes I layer them underneath powder highlighters. Sometimes I use them just on my body. My favorite one right now, I still love the Sephora Luminizing Drops, but my favorite one is the e.l.f. one. That one is so good, and I think it's like $3.99 or something. Where do you guys prefer shopping? Are you guys Ulta shoppers or Sephora shoppers? I feel like Ulta's, they're not in malls as often. Like Sephora's are typically in malls, and the lighting, I feel like I need more natural lighting. That is one thing I do like about Ulta is there's a lot of windows in the front. It feels a lot brighter. The ceilings are higher, I think. I don't know. I feel a little more calm. I think in Sephora, I do tend to feel a little more claustrophobic at times. So this one is very pretty. This is the kind of cream highlighter or liquid highlighter that I like. Very glossy, glazed vibes all the way. So the next couple things that I picked up is a brand that I haven't purchased for a very long time, which is Physicians Formula. I'm deciding to give them another shot because I bought a highlighter from them like, I think maybe it was like 2 years ago, and I just felt like I got played by their highlighter. It was like the top layer was really frosty and bright, and then once you swiped that, it was like nothing underneath it. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. So I haven't purchased anything from Physicians Formula in a long time. It's 2018, it's a new year. So the first thing that I picked up is a butter blush, and this is the shade Natural Glow. I kind of used some of this stuff today, but I put it back in the package. And I think when I looked at it in store, I don't remember it being quite this light because I used it today and I felt like it gave a pretty glow. I'm wearing a couple different blushes right now though. I feel like I want to try this on top of a matte blush and see if it gives more of like a luminous blush vibe, but I wouldn't call it like a blush. It was very, very light. Maybe it's not supposed to be like a blush. It's supposed to be just a glow, which I'm okay with, just let me know. It also has a scent, which I would prefer to have without. It kind of has like a tropical coconutty kind of smell, which I don't really need, but the finish is pretty and I'm gonna keep trying this out. This is my first time using it today and I used it on top of something else, so I can't really say anything about it yet. Give me some time, let me test it out. And then I also got one of their bronzers, and this is the Butter Bronzer Ultra Rich Bronzer. Delivers a tropical glow, which is what I need right now. And I think there was 2 different shades. This one is the shade Bronzer. This one also has a smell. I do like the print in it though. It's kind of cool, kind of sheet-like. So I've been using the Marc Jacobs Tantastic lately, which I've really been liking. And here is the Physicians Formula one. One of the other items that I picked up while I was at Walmart because I wanted to check out Flower. So this is Peach Primrose, which I should have put in my best of 2017. I really love this blush. This is right up my alley. This is a matte blush, which you could easily layer something shimmery on top if you want, or it could just be a matte blush. But I was like, let me get some more of these flower blushes. So I picked up the Warm Hibiscus shade, which in the package, I was like, looks a little bit more like maybe pinky rosy than what I would be into. But once I took it out, I was like, I really like that. Definitely got a luminosity to it. A lot of what you see on my cheek right now is from this blush. This is a really, really pretty blush. This is the one I wore today, by the way, if you didn't pick up on that. This is the one I'm wearing right now, and I put a little bit of the butter blush on top. So I kind of got 2 different blushes going on. This one was really pretty. I definitely liked it, up my alley. I wish that the peach one had the illumination that the Warm Hibiscus one had. That would probably be like the perfect blush, I'm just saying. All right, so the next, well, this thing that I got is not a drugstore price point at all, but I really, really wanted it. This is the Lancome Dual Finish Highlighter in the color Sparkling Peche, P-E-C-H-E. Peshy. So this highlighter I did wear today, Exhibit A. This is like kind of a peachy highlight. I do have the Lancome Dual Finish in the color Rose Gold, which I use a little bit on my cheeks, but mainly like inner corner. It's such a pretty like inner corner rose gold highlight color. But the formula on these highlighters is really amazing. And I was like, okay. Here's just one, you can see it right there. It's a little bit more peach, not like the point of like a rosy duochrome. That's when I don't really like it, when it's like kind of peachy, but then more yellow, you know, it has like a yellow reflection to it. So pretty excited about this highlighter. I'm gonna go over lip products next, and this one is from Ulta. This is one of the Ulta Beauty collection items that I got. This is a regular lipstick. It's not what I'm wearing right now. I'm wearing No Shade with a Marc Jacobs lip gloss on top. This is Sugar Sugar, which I've been wearing often lately. But I swatched this in the store and it looked really pretty. It has one of those smells where it just smells kind of like old school makeup, like makeup back in the day, maybe like an old Revlon lipstick or something. So I wasn't really excited about that. I didn't notice that when I was in the store. But I thought the shade was pretty when I swatched it on my hand, like a pretty nude color. But I did notice when I actually put it on my lips, I had to apply it like 3 full times. It wasn't the right tone of what I wanted, but it also went on pretty sheer. So I'm gonna give it a shot another day, but I wasn't like blown away by it when I used it today. And then when I was at Target, I was cruising the e.l.f. section and I had to get another one of these. This is the e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss in the shade Champagne Glam. I love this lip gloss. I probably could have put this in my best of 2017, but I forgot about it because I lost it. It's one of those lip glosses that you take with you everywhere, and when you love something like that, like I always lose my nude lipsticks and like clear lip glosses. So I lost this one and I just kind of forgot about it. And then when I saw it in Target the other day, I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot how amazing that gloss is. So this is the Champagne Glam. The only downside to this gloss is it does have the plumping kind of like lip venom vibe. If you hate that feeling, I can get over it, but I love this lip gloss. It's very pretty. It's definitely more of like an all over kind of reflection gloss. It has very fine shimmers or reflex in here, very, very fine, and there's a lot of them. It's still a really pretty gloss. And then I also decided to pick up another shade. This is Mocha Twist, but I thought it was a really pretty color. This is definitely obviously like a more pigmented lip gloss, but I think their formula is really fantastic. So I decided to get another shade. They had some more shades, but they weren't like what I want in a lip gloss, like the shades that they had. But I'm pretty excited that I have those now, and I at least have my champagne glam back in my life. All right, so the last thing I wanted to talk about, because this is a drugstore product, I just got this in the mail today, but I was like, you know what? This is the perfect time to swatch all these. The new Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in the Unnudes collection. All right, so these are all the shades. Forearms are weird how much they twist. There's like a more purpley, like undertoned kind of taupey section, and then a lot warmer section, and then some lighter nude shades. So I did try on the shade Poet. Poet is described as a baby pink nude, which I felt that. When I put it on, it just, you ever feel like that vibe when you put something on and you're just like, wow, this is really pastel. It doesn't look super pink right here, or like baby pink, but it felt very baby pink on my lips. I really like this shade though, the nudist one, Driver. Looks kind of like a warm, it says creamy beige nude for this one. I also really like this dark shade in here, which is Protector. That one looks really pretty. And I even like Huntress, which is the kind of like purpley gray one I thought was really cool. I'm not really like a this shade kind of person, you know? Maybe I will be, but I like these three in the middle I think are pretty. So I gotta try them out on my lips, because if I saw, even if I see Poet on here, it doesn't look too like baby pink to me, but when I put it on, I was like, a little too much. But really pretty shades in here if you guys like this formula, if you're into the very long lasting, when they say Superstay, they're not joking. I'm like actually hoping I can get these off. I remember when I tried them all on in the Hamptons, I could not get them off until I got coconut oil actually was the only thing that took them off. So, oh, wait a second.
There's more.
Wait, no, there is more. I bought 2 Milani liquid lipsticks. Where are they?
Oh, they're in your butt.
Guys, I went on that whole Milani rant and I forgot that I bought 2 Milani liquid lipsticks. Amore Shine, the liquid lip color. This is supposed to be like a shiny liquid lipstick from Milani. So I picked up 2 shades. This one is looking very light and lavender now that I'm looking at it in this lighting. And this one is kind of like a shimmery nude. This is shade number 1, Delight. Let me swatch these. This is my first, I totally forgot I got these because I had them in my backpack.
No kidding, huh?
No, I shouldn't have said that out loud.
Oh, man.
John and my mom always make fun of me because apparently anytime I lose something, it's always in my backpack. I love this applicator on these lipsticks. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of like got a pointy and it's curved too. And then this other shade is shade number 3, which is called Crush. I'm getting the vibe that this is not actually a shiny liquid lipstick. I may have been mistaken. I've been sitting here waiting for it to dry for a really long time and it's still not dry. I think it's a gloss. I don't know why I thought it was a liquid lipstick. It says liquid lip color, but I think I just was mistaken. So I'm pretty sure this is a lip gloss from Milani. This is shade number 1, Delight, and the other one is shade number 3, which is Crush. Still pretty colors. I mean, they don't feel like sticky, but it feels like a lip gloss, you know? It's not like an ultra sticky gloss. Wow, I'm glad I remembered those. I almost forgot. I probably would have forgot about them in my backpack forever and ever, huh, John? All right, so now that is everything that I picked up. All these amazing, affordable makeup products. I'm really excited to try a lot of these out, especially, well, I've already tried out the Superstay foundation, but the Dewy Smooth I'm excited to try out. Kind of excited to try out that color. The Ulta Liquid Illuminator. I mean, I'm pretty excited about everything. My new e.l.f. glosses. Loving everything that I picked up. Let me know what you guys thought, if there's any like hot new drugstore products that are about to come out or just recently came out that you're really feeling. Let me know in the comments down below. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and thank you so much for watching. I wish this one. You do that every single time I film.
Sneeze?
Yes, every single time.
I'm allergic to your ass.